Fine, fine. Thank you. How are you?
Fine, fine too, Benjamin. Benjamin, tell me, Benjamin, how was your day yesterday, Benjamin? What did you do yesterday?
And yesterday I worked all day in the pending task
All
for the
right,
last weekend.
very good. Okay. Benjamin, what did you do at Vista? What's your job at Vista?
Business analyst. I work.
Okay. Okay. So you are responsible of analyzing clients, analyzing the market? No.
No, really. I make the documents of requirements for the client. The client tell me basic who who make a development,
All right.
and we create the document and talk with the developer for how make that developer for the client.
Okay. So you basically you analyze
Uh-huh.
the client's needs.
Yes, and translate the request for the client to the development department.
Wow. That sounds really interesting, Benjamin.
Yes, it's interesting. It's a dynamic work because every day is different requirement, different project for each client.
Benjamin, and what is your profession? What did you study as
And
a profession?
systems
Ah,
engineering,
systems engineer.
systems engineering.
Okay, Benjamin. Exactly. Very good. Benjamin, and tell me, Benjamin, what did you do last weekend? How was last weekend for you, Benjamin?
The last weekend and for it is a good week. The weekend.
Exactly. How was
Okay.
last weekend for you?
Okay, in the weekend I stay at home with my family and only watch some movies, some series, and only that. No, don't go out.
I didn't go out. You can say I didn't go out.
I didn't
No,
go out.
para decir, no salí, ¿no?
Uh-huh.
I didn't go out. Okay, Benjamin. Benjamin, as far as I remember, Benjamin, you are living in Morelia, right?
No, in Toluca.
Exactly, in Toluca. Benjamin, what was the weather like last weekend? For example, here in Hidalgo was rainy
Yes,
almost all day. What about
yes.
there, Toluca?
It's raining, but here raining only after to 2 or 3 p. is the afternoon,
Okay.
and finish to rain in the night or in the morning.
You can say it rained after 2 p.m. After it rained after 2 p.m.
It's
Llovió
raining.
después de las 2. It rained after 2 p.m. Okay, Benjamin. Benjamin, and what movie did you see?
Uh, Jurassic World.
Ah,
Um,
but for that, Benjamin, you went to the cinema, right?
no, in web.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw that movie 3 weeks ago, but I went to the cinema. So it's also on web too.
Yes. But
I
because
didn't know.
I don't, I don't. ¿Cómo se dice que no estaba seguro?
I wasn't sure. I
I was
wasn't sure.
I was sure that this movie is a good movie, because in I when I see this movie in the internet, I confirm that not this the 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 very good movie. Only for this I prefer watch this movie in the online
Online.
and not in a cinema.
Yes, it's true. I went because my wife and I were looking for a movie to watch at the cinema, and the closest time or the closest movie according to the time was that one. Okay, but yeah, I mean, personally speaking, I didn't like the movie a lot. Maybe at the end, Benjamin, it has a good message, and the message is that everybody, everybody has to share this planet. Everybody has to be like in agreement. Everybody has to convey convey this planet. I mean, it doesn't matter what species you are, you can live in this planet. No?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, yeah, like a movie that I Miguel would like to see again, I will say no.
Okay, okay.
Very good, Benjamin. Benjamin. And what did you have for lunch, Benjamin, last weekend? What did you eat for lunch?
Uh, I don't remember. Mm, maybe fish and fillet fish.
Ah, okay, okay. Steak fish.
Steak fish. Ah, okay. Steak fish.
Okay, Benjamin. Good. Benjamin, can you cook?
No, I don't know.
No, nothing.
No, only spaghetti or eggs with ay, ¿cómo se llama?
What? Eggs with
¿Cómo
what?
se dice? Eggs with jamón, ¿cómo se dice jamón?
Ah, ham. Ham and
Ham,
eggs.
okay. Eggs with ham
Ham and
and
eggs.
only that.
Well, Benjamin, at least you can cook that. Okay, for me, Benjamin. Well, Benjamin, I can cook sandwich. I can cook
Yes,
cereal.
yes,
Well, no,
yes,
for me, it's really hard, Benjamin, to cook.
yes. Yes.
Okay, Benjamin, what topic are you studying with Jose? What grammar topic
And
are you studying with Jose?
one moment, please. Let
Yes,
me
please.
check.
Check your notebook.
Okay, the last topic with Jose is things at home and house. Um, more bigger, more cleaner, more safer.
Ah, okay. You were studying comparatives.
Yes, 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 yes.
Okay. And how do you feel with comparatives, David? Sorry, Benjamin.
Sorry?
Yes, Benjamin, how do you feel with comparatives? Do you feel strong with the topic or do you feel weak? ¿Cómo te sientes? ¿Fuerte con el tema o débil con el tema?
Más o menos, ¿cómo se dice? Más o menos.
So.
Okay.
So. Okay, let's practice comparatives. Let me find one activity here. Comparatives is super easy in English, Benjamin. Just remember one basic rule for comparative. When you want to say a comparative in English, look at this. I'm going to share my screen. Look at this. There are two important things to pay attention for comparatives. Number one, Benjamin, is short adjectives and maybe also long adjectives. Vamos a recuerda esto, bien. Para el comparativo siempre va a haber dos variantes, adjetivos cortos y adjetivos largos. Adjetivos cortos son que tienen una o dos sílabas. Por ejemplo, fast. Comparativos largos son aquellos que tienen más de dos o más sílabas. Por ejemplo,
Okay.
Short adjective, for example, easy. Long adjective, for example, expensive.
Okay.
Depending on the adjective, Benjamin, if it is short adjective or long adjective, you can make the comparative. For example, short adjectives they only need ER. I'm going to write fast, easy, for example, smart. Smart, this is intelligent. Okay. Can you tell me one, Benjamin? One more for short adjective? Fast, easy, smart.
Fast, easy, smart,
The other?
fat,
Fat,
fat.
exactly. Fat.
Este.
For long adjective, comfortable, expensive, look at this one. Disgusting. Disgusting is asqueroso, okay?
Okay.
Benjamin, any other for long adjective, Benjamin?
Long adjective. Beautiful.
Beautiful, exactly, good. Beautiful. Very good. Very good. So I'm sure Jose explained this to you. Hello, Edgar. Good morning, Edgar. How are you, Edgar?
Morning, Miguel. I'm fine. Do?
Fine, Edgar. Edgar, how was your weekend, Edgar? What did you do last weekend?
Not really busy. I just stay at home.
Okay. Didn't you go out? Didn't you go out?
Yeah.
Yes. Very good.
I did go out.
Exactly. Do you go to the cinema, Edgar? Do you go shopping? Do you go to a mall?
Yeah. I went to the mall.
Very good. Edgar, what is your job at Vista?
Well, practically, my function at the company is management projects. So
So you're going to be a project manager.
right.
Right. Interesting. Okay, interesting. Okay. Edgar, and what is your profession?
Well, I was studying international relationships.
Exactly. Interesting. Very good. So Edgar, I was checking with Benjamin. Okay, I was remembering this topic. Okay, about comparatives. Super easy in English. Okay, remember to compare adjectives, you need to pay attention if it is short adjective or long adjective. Okay? Short adjectives only have one or two syllables, like fast, easy, smart, and fat. And long adjectives, they have two or more syllables, like comfortable, for, expensive, for, okay, disgusting, and beautiful. Super easy, for example, for short adjectives, you only need to add er, okay, plus er, done, okay, er done. And for long adjectives, you need to write more blank than. For example, for fast, okay, for example, you can say cheetahs, that is cheetahs, okay, are faster than lions. Okay. Cheetahs are faster than lions. Los cheetahs son más rápidos que los leones, okay. Bueno, Benjamin, can you tell me one example, Benjamin, with easy?
For me, the Spanish is easier than English.
No, Benjamin, no. Spanish is really hard, you know? And I will tell you why. Imagine, Benjamin, that you are not Mexican. Imagine that you are, maybe, Benjamin, you are Russian, for example. Number one, Benjamin, in Spanish, you have to learn how to write the Roman alphabet, which is all these letters. This is the Roman alphabet, okay? Number two, you have to learn, Benjamin, if the objects in Spanish are masculine or feminine. As you know, la mesa, la puerta, ¿no? El muchacho. In English, everything is neutral. The boy, the gear, the table, the horse, the cat. No, you don't have to worry about if it's masculine or feminine, like in Spanish.
Okay, okay.
No? Okay, very good. What about Edgar? Can you tell me one example, Edgar, using smart, please? Remember, smart, inteligente.
What can I say? The teachers are smarter than students.
The teachers are smarter than students. Ah, not always, Edgar, okay? Maybe sometimes, okay? Maybe sometimes, not always.
Yeah,
Not always, okay? Not
it's
always.
it's just an example.
Not always, okay? Very good. Okay. So remember, for low adjective, you need to use the structure more and blank than. For example, comfortable. You can say, for example, my house, okay, is more comfortable than a hotel. Okay. My house is more comfortable. Dice ahí, mi casa es más cómoda que un hotel. What about Benjamin? One example with expensive, Benjamin, please.
Okay. This car is more expensive than this motorcycle.
Exactly. It's more expensive than, let's say, than that motorcycle. Motorcycle. This car is more expensive than that motorcycle. Very good. What about Edgar? One with beautiful. Remember, disgusting, asqueroso. Okay, but no, with that one, with beautiful. What about Edgar? One example using beautiful.
Uh, Bosque de Chapultepec is more beautiful than Central Park.
It's more beautiful. Okay, no, it's more beautiful than Central Park. Okay. Oh, really, Edgar? Is that true?
Absolutely.
Yes. I never been to Central Park, Edgar. I've been to Bosque de Chapultepec, and yes, it's beautiful. But for me, I cannot compare because I have never been to Central Park.
Bosque de Chapultepec is at least twice bigger than Central Park.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, maybe someday, okay. Okay, listen, my friend. There are some, maybe also Jose explained this. Okay? There are some irregular, look at this, irregular adjectives. And these irregular adjectives are, for example, good, bad, far. Why are they irregular adjectives? Because they don't follow, these three adjectives don't follow the rules of short adjectives. Remember, short adjectives, you only need to add er. For example, fast, faster, clean, cleaner, slow, slower, okay? For this one, they are irregular. Okay. Do you remember, Benjamin, the comparative for good?
Mm, yes, yes.
Good. Can you
For
tell me,
example,
Benjamin, the comparative for good?
good. For example, this is a good dinner.
Let me, this is, this is, this is a good dinner. Okay. But in the comparative, okay, grammatically is correct, Benjamin, okay? Grammatically is correct. This is a good dinner. It's a good sentence. Okay? It's a good example. But in the comparative, Benjamin, how do you say the comparative? How do you say, Benjamin, for example, mi carro es mejor que tu carro?
Ah, okay, it's better.
Exactly, exactly. So the comparative for good is better. Very good.
Ah, okay, 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 okay.
Better, okay. What about Edgar? Why is the comparative for bad?
Worse.
Worse. Okay, very good. Okay. And what about Benjamin? Why is the comparative for far?
Far and mm, mm, no, I don't know.
No? What about Edgar? Where's the comparative of far, Edgar?
Farther and further.
Exactly, farther, it is farther or further.
Okay, okay.
That's why they are irregular, okay? Because although they are short adjectives, the comparative is not gooder, no better, or no farther, okay? They totally change to better, worse, and farther and further. Hello, Jose. Good morning, Jose. How are you, Jose?
Good morning, teacher. I'm fine. Thank you so much. How are you?
Fine, Jose. Fine, okay. Okay, Jose. We were checking, Jose. We were remembering the comparatives, okay? So I think that for
Yes.
Benjamin and for Edgar, comparatives are a piece of cake, okay?
Okay.
Very
It's not
good.
true.
Thank you.
Very good, Jose. So I give you the contact, Jose. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Now you can share. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Good morning, guys. How are you today? Edgar, am I coming?
Good morning, Jose. Fine, fine. Thank you. How are you today?
Morning.
Excellent. I'm fine. Thank you so much. Edgar, how are you?
I'm fine, Jose. Thank you. And you?
Perfect. I'm also fine. Thank you so much.
Great.
Okay, so we're going to start. Okay, guys. Do you remember what we learned in our previous lesson?
Yes, things at home and house. More bigger, more cleaner, more safer.
Okay, excellent, Benjamin. And Edgar, what do you remember?
Uh, the 6 words was about ignore and warm. Um, um, and something about related with home and houses. But the difference also.
Okay, thank you so much, Edgar and Benjamin. Okay, so we're going to start with today's English lesson that it's called "Do you mind?" Okay, have you ever heard this expression before? Do you mind?
No.
When you have something in your mind.
Okay, you have an idea, but let's see what it's about. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so here we have some things that we're going to do today to learn how to use "Do you mind?" and "Would you mind?" Okay, do you remember when we learned how to make requests? Do you remember this topic? How to make requests?
For example, we can use wool for request.
Yes. Any other example?
I don't remember
When
the
we
other.
learn the modal verbs, do you remember the modal verbs?
Oh yeah, the modal verbs. Yeah, we
Okay,
can
can you put
use
some?
my, may, can, could.
Exactly. Benjamin, do you remember these verbs?
I don't remember at this moment.
Okay. For example, if I tell you, can you lend me some money? Do you remember this? Can you lend me some money?
Mm,
Or for example, if I tell you, can you open the door?
okay, okay.
Okay, those are some examples using those verbs. In this
Okay.
case, we can use these two phrases, do you mind and would you mind, to make polite requests. Do you know the word polite?
Um, More formal.
Okay. Formal. Benjamin, do you know this word?
No, I don't know. Polite.
Okay, polite. As Edgar mentioned, it's a formal way to ask something, okay, to make like requests. Okay. For example, if I tell you, we're gonna see more about this in a few minutes. Then we're going to learn how to agree to requests with expressions like go right ahead and no problem. Do you know these two expressions, go right ahead and no problem?
No problem. It's like okay.
Yes. Okay, thank you, Hamid. Go right ahead. Do
You
you
can
know
do it.
this expression? Okay. Thank you, Edgar. Okay, so this was the question that I asked, but let's continue with this. Do you know any other expressions or ways to make polite requests? Someone?
May
No.
I?
May I? Okay. May I? That's a example. For example, can you give me an example, please? Edgar?
I go to the bedroom.
Okay, a good example. May I go to the bathroom? May I go to the bathroom? Okay, Benjamin, can you give me any other example, please, of a polite request?
Okay. I can make this work.
I can make this work. Okay, but if we are asking a question, how can we say this? Do you remember?
And I don't remember.
Do you remember the structure for the question?
Is cold. I cold.
Okay,
I can. I could.
okay. Which word do we have to write first?
Sorry.
In the example that I wrote, do you remember how can we ask questions?
I don't remember. It's like could you could you could you could you be could you can could you no,
Okay,
I don't
could
remember.
you? Okay, you can, the example that you did was, I can do this work. I can do this work. But in this case, we are using an as a sentence, as an affirmative sentence. But if we want to ask a question, what do we do in this case?
Like a question, maybe.
We need to change something.
Can I help you?
Okay, can I help? Can I help you? Okay, if you can see in these examples, in the first one, first we have to write the subject, then and complement. In this case, we are writing first can and the complement. Okay, you can notice the difference between this. Okay, the structure is different. Okay, is it clear, Rakamir?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, Edgar, is it clear this? Okay, and then these were two examples of polite requests. May I go to the bathroom? And can I help you? We can also say, may I help you? To sound more full or more. Okay, let's see a short conversation to learn more expressions like this. Okay, give me a moment. I'm gonna share my screen again. Okay, can you see this conversation?
Yes.
Okay, so we have this short conversation between two people, and I would like you to help me reading this conversation. Who wants to be Adam?
I will try Adam.
You'll try Adam, okay? And Benjamin, can you be Lucy, please?
Yes.
Okay, so guys, you can start the conversation. Thank you.
Hi, Lucy. Come on in.
Thanks. I brought you some flowers. Are the others here yet?
No, no, Jet. So just make yourself at home. Thanks for this. Can I take your call?
Sure. Thanks. This is a great apartment. Do you mind if I look around?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I love this antique table. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's great, but it's not really mine. It's my mother's.
Well, she has great taste.
Yeah, listen, I hate to ask this, but I'm running a bit late. Would you mind help me in the kitchen?
No, not at all. What can I do?
Well, could you chop the onions?
No problem. I'm happy to help.
Okay, guys, excellent. Okay, so in this conversation, we are using many requests. Can you identify some requests?
Can I take? Do you mind?
Okay, can I take? Do you mind? What else?
What can I do?
What can I do?
Would you mind? Could you chop?
Would would you mind help me in the kitchen? Could you chop the onions? Okay, so as you can see in this conversation, we have requests. The man is asking the woman to do something. Okay, for example, can I take your coat? A request. Okay, and the lady says, we have mind if I look around. ¿Le importaría si doy un vistazo? Le responde, no, go ahead. And then we have, would you mind helping me in the kitchen? ¿Le importaría ayudarme en la cocina? As you can see, this is a very formal or a very polite request. Okay, and then we have, could you chop the onions? Okay, no problem. I'm happy to help. Okay, so these are some ways in which you can make polite requests to someone else. Okay, here we have that says that some answers for these questions. Do you mind if? No, go ahead. Would you mind? Okay, as you can see, when we use mind, we have to use a verb with the ing ending. Okay, let's see more about this. Give me a minute. So can you see the
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
okay. Okay, so we have here agreeing to requests. We can answer yes to agree to requests with can and could. For example, can I look around? And you can answer or you can agree to, yes, sure, go right ahead or go ahead. Could you chop the onions? Yes, sure, okay, no problem. And we can also answer no to agree to request with might. Do you mind if I look around? No, go right ahead or go ahead. No, not at all. Would you mind helping me in the kitchen? No, not at all. Oh, no, no problem. Okay, so these are some ways in which you can agree to requests. You can agree with yes, or you can agree with no. Okay, so, and also as I mentioned, these are some ways in which you can make polite requests to someone else. Okay, for example, okay, Edgar, can you give me an example using would, please?
Would you mind teach me the grammatical structure, please?
Okay, would you mind teach me grammatical structure? Okay, but in this case, that's a good example. Can you notice in this verb,
ING.
the ing? So your question, how would be?
Teach me.
You mentioned teaching me. Okay, would you mind teaching me the grammatical structure? Okay, so as you can see, we have to write the ing verb in this case. Would you mind teaching me? Would you mind helping me? Would you mind doing? Okay. Okay, guys. So we are running out of time. Please, can you join to the same link again?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Okay, so, and we can continue. Okay, so let's continue. Well, as I was explaining this part, when we are using the structure with would, we have to use the verb with the ing form. For example, I'm gonna write it here. Would you mind plus the verb. Okay, would you mind plus the verb with ing. Okay, is it clear this? Any questions with this?
No, no
Oh,
pressure.
exactly.
Okay, would you mind doing my homework? For example, ¿te importaría hacer mi tarea? Then we have, do you mind if I look around? This question. Igual sería como, ¿le importaría si doy un vistazo? Okay, Benjamin, can you give me an example using do you mind, please?
Okay. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom?
Okay, that's a good example. Do you mind if I go to the bathroom? Okay, do you mind? Do you mind if I go to the bathroom? Okay, that's a good example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Edgar, can you give an example using do you mind, please?
Yes. Do you mind if I check this class for some moment?
Okay, do you mind if I check this class? Okay, that's a good example. Do you mind? Do you mind if I check this class? Okay, guys. So these are some ways in which you can make polite requests to someone else. Here it mentions that do you mind and would you mind are possible but not very common. Okay, these are some very polite ways in which you can make, in this case, polite requests. It's not very common to use them, but you can use them in very formal contexts. Okay, guys, so far, do you have any questions?
No, it's okay.
Oh no.
Okay, so as you can see, this is kind of like the continuation of the topic that we learned previously. Okay, es como una pequeña continuación o algo extra de lo que aprendimos en el tema de los modal verbs. Okay, so let's
Okay.
okay, so let's continue. At the beginning, you mentioned that you learned some words in the previous lesson. Okay, can you remember which words were?
Ignore and worm.
Ignore and were. Okay, can you briefly tell me what is were?
Well, worm as a verb is to make someone realize a possible danger or problem,
Yes.
especially one in the future. And ignore is the intention to not listen or give attention to someone.
Okay, excellent, Edgar. Excellent. Benjamin, do you remember these words?
Yes, and remember the word ignorance is a noun.
Yes.
It's like desconocer,
Yes.
and ignored as adjective is como ignorado. Warn, alert, alertar, warning is a noun like advertir algo, and adjective warning is like aviso.
Yes. Okay, excellent, Benjamin and Edgar. Okay, so let's continue with today's 6 words. Okay, today's 6 words are the following one. The first one is affordable. Affordable as an adjective. Do you know what is affordable? Or have you ever heard this word before?
Affordable at the beginning of the millennium. Affordable. Not
Affordable.
affordable. No, I don't know.
Okay, let's check the meaning. Not expensive. Okay, do you know the word expensive?
Caro, ¿no?
Caro. Okay, so
Costo.
if we have not expensive, what we are saying?
Okay.
That
Affordable
is
is like cheap.
accesible, okay? Que no es muy caro.
Okay.
Not expensive. For example, can you read this example, Benjamin, please?
Yes, nice clothes at affordable price.
Okay, nice clothes at affordable prices. Okay, affordable. So affordable is something that is not expensive. Es algo que no es muy caro.
Okay.
Okay, Edgar, is it clear this?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so then we have the verb afford, that it has a different meaning. Do you know this word, afford?
No, I don't know. Afford.
So, sí. Edgar, do you know this word?
Costear?
Costear. Okay, muy bien. As a verb. To be able to buy or do something because you have enough money or time. Ok, en este caso no solo se refiere al dinero. Cuando estamos hablando del dinero se refiere a costear. Pero aquí nos dice estar disponible o la disposición de comprar o hacer algo porque tenemos suficiente dinero o tiempo. Ok, por ejemplo, poder permitirse hacer algo. Edgar, can you read this, please?
I don't know how he can afford a new car on his salary.
Okay, thank you. I don't know how he can afford a new car on his salary. Yo no sé cómo es que él puede costearse un nuevo coche con ese salario. Ok, poder permitirse. Luego tenemos this one. Benjamin, please.
Yes, few people are able to afford cars like that.
Okay, few people are able to afford cars like that. Okay, solo algunas personas tienen la disponibilidad de costearse coches como esos. Okay, and finally we have she couldn't afford the time of work to see him. Okay, en las dos primeras estamos utilizando el término de dinero para referirnos a algo. Aquí estamos hablando del tiempo, que también podemos utilizar este verbo. She couldn't afford the time of work to see him. Ella no pudo tomarse el tiempo para verlo. Okay, so we can use this verb afford to refer to enough money or time. Any questions with this?
No, it's okay.
No,
It's okay. So, and then we have the word affordability. Have you ever heard this word?
sometimes.
Okay, can you repeat, please?
I think it's not very usual, but at least one or twice I hear about the noun.
Okay, so that's not a very common word. I was looking on the internet for this word, and in Spanish we can say asequibilidad. Have you ever heard this word?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But for example, we can use affordability for people with disabilities, or disabilities is totally different than affordability.
Yeah, it's a very total different world. Okay, disability, it's when you aren't able to do something. Okay.
Yeah, but for example, for these people that have some disability, needs kind of affordability.
Okay,
For
okay.
example, the wheelchair or something like that.
Okay, I understand your point. Okay, so let's take the minute to. But in this case, when we are talking about the word afford, we are referring to money or time. Okay, not the state of doing something. For example, the word disability refers to be able to do something. Okay, related to movements, relacionado con movimientos. Ok, pero en este caso la palabra affordability se refiere al estado de estar barato, lo suficiente barato para que la gente lo pueda conseguir o lo pueda comprar. Ok, so there is a difference between these two words. Is it clear?
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, so we have the meaning for this word that says the state of being cheap enough for people to be able to buy. Okay, es el estado de alguna cosa o algún objeto lo suficientemente barato para que la gente pueda conseguirlo o comprar. Okay, for example, automobile affordability fell slightly in the second quarter of the year. Okay, as I mentioned, we have this word. In Spanish, we have asequibilidad. That was the first time for me to learn this word. I didn't know that it exists, but that's the equivalent in Spanish. Do you know this word?
Yes, yes.
Not very well. Just accesibilidad, but no asequibilidad.
Ok, accesibilidad o asequibilidad. Ok, estaba viendo la diferencia, que sí hay una diferencia. La diferencia en accesibilidad es que también puede referirse a poder entrar a un lugar, pero asequibilidad se refiere más al dinero. Ok,
Okay.
okay, so there is a difference. Okay, so do you have any questions with these three words?
No, it's okay.
Okay, so let's continue
fine.
with three words. Initiate. Have you ever heard this word? I guess you have. Initiate.
Start is like start something.
Yes, exactly. Benjamin. To start something. Okay, to cause something to begin. Hacer que algo
Okay.
comience o empiece. For example, can you read this, Benjamin?
Who initiated the violence?
Okay. Who initiated the violence? ¿Quién comenzó la pelea o la violencia? Okay. Causar que algo comience o empiece. Okay. Then we have initiative. Initiative. Do you know this word? Initiative.
Is like in Spanish iniciativa.
Okay. Well, and what is an iniciativa? ¿Qué es una iniciativa?
Is when I can start any work or any activity for myself.
Okay. Okay, excellent, Benjamin. So we have that is a new plan or process to achieve something or solve a problem. For example, Edgar, can you help me reading this, please?
The peace initiative was welcomed by both sides.
Okay, thank you. The peace initiative was welcomed by both sides. Okay, la iniciativa de paz fue bienvenida en ambos lados. Okay, entonces, initiative es un plan o un proceso con el fin de lograr algo o solucionar un problema. Initiative. And finally, we have initiation. Initiation. Do you know this word?
It's like in a culture initiation for a youngs.
Okay. Let's see what it means. An occasion when something starts. Una ocasión cuando algo empiece. Okay, for example, Benjamin, can you read it?
Low years for the couple have announced that the initiation of divorce proceedings.
Okay, entonces, thank you. Dice, lawyers for the couple have announced the initiation of the divorce proceedings. Okay, los abogados de la pareja han anunciado el comienzo del proceso de divorcio. Okay, entonces sería el comienzo. Initiation. Okay, so
Okay.
these words are related with the verb start, comenzar. Okay, initiate, initiative, and initiation. And the words affordable are related somehow with money or time. Okay, están relacionadas con dinero o tiempo y estás con el verbo comenzar, start. Okay, guys, so far, do you have any questions with these words?
No, it's okay.
It's okay. So we only have 2 minutes before we finish with today's English lesson. Can you mention something that you've learned today, please?
The polity request.
Okay, polite. We say polite.
Polite request.
Polite
And
request.
this words.
Yes.
And how responds polite request.
Okay.
When with the problem, okay.
Okay, Benjamin,
Sure.
thank you. Sure, okay. Thank you. And Edgar, what did you learn today?
Also, we learn about short adjectives and long adjectives, irregular adjectives. Uh, Finally, the 6 new words with afford, initiative.
Yeah, okay, excellent, Edgar. Okay, guys, so if you don't have any more questions for today's English lesson, that will be it for today. And I'll see you on Thursday to continue practicing more about this. Okay?
Okay, Jose.
Thank you,
Okay,
Jose. See
so
you
have a
guys.
nice
Have a
day.
nice day.
See you
Thank you so
Thursday.
much.
Have a
Have a
good
nice day
week.
too.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.